An entertaining game, plenty of talking points, and could be plenty of places to start. But I suppose after 3 games in a week, are you happy with the 6 points and back-to-back home wins for the first time this season?
Oh yeah, look, you would probably take 6 points out of 9 when you're playing 3 games in a week, when you've got a small squad and you've got obviously travel added into it. So yeah, it's nice. We don't set targets. It's not something that I'm a great fan in. You know, I just really take 1 game at a time. That's the way it works for me. So after, you know, a good win here against Treaty, it's nice to back it up. It was a completely different game to the Treaty game. It was a lot more open and a lot more entertaining, and it's nice to get back and among the goals. Obviously scored 3 goals from open play, which gives everybody a real lift, gives the players some more belief as well, going into a really difficult game against UCD. So no, I'm definitely well pleased with all the efforts, you know, maybe bar 30 minutes, 35 minutes down in Bray, where we just were off it. You know, obviously tried to freshen things up, where I made 5 changes and it just didn't work in my favour. Sometimes that happens in football, but we have responded very well this evening against a really difficult side in Longford. I think they're in a false position. I think they've got really good players, and it's only a matter of time to, you know, they really turn the corner. They got their first win last week against Kerry. I watched that game back twice, and they fully deserved to beat Kerry. They were really good. Scored 2 goals from set pieces. They were a danger every time the ball went into the box, and again this evening they were that in abundance. You know, they put good delivery into the box and they attacked the ball very well, and you know, they did have a few chances, and you know, it's something that we'll have to maybe tidy up on if we want to get any more from any more games moving forward. You know, we maybe just give up too many chances from set pieces this evening, and on another day that could cost you, but thankfully this evening it didn't.
And one of those changes was success. Again, he was brought back into the side. He assisted the first for Max Johnson's first goal for the club, and then he ultimately scored the winner at the end. So it kind of went to script, didn't it?
Hi, it does sometimes when them things happen as a manager. You're over the moon. You're delighted. You know, it's worked for you. But no, the front 3 that started the game are what I would say very versatile. All 3 of them can play in all 3 positions. You know, Dixie can play through the middle, Max can play on the left or through the middle or on the right. Success is the exact same. So it gives us a wee bit of an opportunity where we can mix things up. And then we do have the likes of, you know, O'Donnell on the bench who can come on and spark things as well. And it's nice, you know, when you're now sort of making changes that are like for like. You know, Success has worked extremely hard over this last number of weeks. He's got his goal this evening, you know, but a lot of credit goes to Sean. You know, that's 2 home games in a row where Sean has come off the bench. He's impacted the game, obviously, with Treaty. He knocks it on to Tony McNamee, and then there this evening he does really well. And then it just shows the number of games that Sean has played, that wee bit of experience now coming into his game where he's able to lift his head and roll it back to Success, and it's a good finish. So look, I'm well pleased for all of them. It's been a good return. Like we said at the start, you know, 6 points from 9 has been brilliant for us. So, you know, it sets us up for a really entertaining game this Friday away to UCD. Williams' teams are well organised, well balanced, play the game the right way, and it'll be a very open and attacking game from both sides.
I suppose Tony scored a wonderful 5th. It was a great strike, but then after that it kind of squandered a 2-goal lead. What was the feeling in the dressing room at half time after the penalty as well, I suppose?
I think all I done was set them a challenge. I said, you know, maybe in years gone by, it's a game that you lose. Do you have the character to go out and turn it around, or are you going to sit here and feel sorry for yourself because you've been 2-0 up and you've let a team back into it to 2 each? So the game goes one or two ways. You either go out, roll your sleeves up, try and get back into the game and get the winner, or you feel sorry for yourself and go through the motions and lose the game. Thankfully for me, we had everybody to a man, rolled their sleeves up, showed a real determination and got a deserved winner. I thought we were the better team the last 20-25 minutes of the game.
And how much of a welcome return is it for Conor Turish? He made a good impact at the end of the game too.
Yeah, both subs made huge impacts. We've talked about Sean. Having Conor back is just great. You know, we've missed Conor. We've missed him in and around the group because obviously when you're injured you're sitting in the treatment room, so we've missed him out in the training pitch. We didn't think he would be back this week, if truth be told, but he come through training okay this week, and spoke to Nicola, and she was, yeah, he's definitely fit, but obviously he hadn't played for 3 weeks now, maybe 4, so we just have to be careful with him. But obviously once we went 3-2 up and they go to 3-5-2 themselves, and we changed it and brought him on, and he makes a really important intervention in about the 91st, 92nd minute, where he gets a really good block in and to secure the 3 points for us. So that you don't coach that, you try to coach that, but experience gets you there, and he showed all his experience in the final few moments of the game.
And you made a jersey swap yourself at half time. There's no temptation to sub yourself on now.
No, the jersey swap was always happening. Again, you know, as a football club, everyone involved in our football club are delighted to be, you know, linked with the Blue Stack Foundation. I've been very fortunate myself to be across to the foundation, and you know, the work they do is overwhelming, you know, and I would love everybody in the county to come out and support the foundation, not Finn Harps, come out and support the Blue Stack Foundation. You know, percentages of the jersey sales are going to that foundation. All the money that's raised will bring so much joy, happiness to so many people over there, and I would like the whole county to, you know, come out and do their best and support this foundation, you know, because they do unbelievable work in Donegal. And just on the Donegal thing, as a football club and Finn Harps, I would like to take this opportunity to wish Jim McGuinness and his squad all the very best for the Ulster final on Sunday against Armagh. It's been a really, really good start to the weekend for everyone in Donegal, with Harps winning, and if Donegal were able to win the Ulster final on Sunday, then I'm sure it would be a very happy, loud and boisterous county. So I want to just take this opportunity as one head coach to another to wish Jim and his players all the very best.
Thank you, Jim.
We've talked about the academy pathway and that sort of thing before, and we talked heavily about Max last week, and repaid all that chat with the goal.
We've worked hard all week in crossing and finishing. I think we spent 20 minutes on Wednesday evening. Just that's all we did. 20 minutes, 25 minutes crossing and finishing, because we do get into good areas. Our delivery at times has not been good. Tonight we get into a really good area. It's a really good delivery, and it's a fantastic header, and I'm absolutely delighted for the kid. I really am. But that's one that's went from the training pitch to the match pitch, and you know, he's an honest kid. I've said it last week about him, and he doesn't change. He just goes out there, and again, the shift that he puts in is just infectious. You know, you now see the senior players hugging him and chatting to him, and I just hope that fills him with even more confidence, because he has a real chance, because he's definitely one in our group that is very coachable. He takes information on board, and he wants to get better, and he wants to learn. And I know a lot of people that don't know him won't know this, but he is a natural finisher. He's very good at it, and you see his goal, it's a great header. You know, he gets across the defender, and it's a great header. So look, I was joking with him, he took a half day in work today, so he finished, he took a half day, so he must have thought to himself, I have a wee chance of playing here. So but no, here, delighted for him, delighted for young Gavin McAteer as well in the matchday squad. That's the second time he's been in the matchday squad. Again, a very exciting young talent who we need to nurture well, but him being in and around training with the boys, being in and around matchday squads, will give him hopefully that incentive to push on. And if the time's right and wins it, the time's right, I won't certainly be afraid to introduce him, because he's a very exciting young talent.
Yeah, and then a wee word on a captain fantastic, I suppose. I think the boys in commentary were saying that he had 5 or 6 goals in his entire career coming into this season. He's looking to break records. Again,
it's very, very simple for me to heap praise on to Tony. You know, we're probably very similar in lots of ways, but we certainly aren't in other ways. But we're very similar in how we think about our squad, and we think about our teammates, how we think about people around this football club, how we treat people around this football club, our manners and respect for the people that work at this football club. Yeah, I have all them in abundance, and he has them. You know, so he mirror images a lot of me in a lot of the ways that I want our players to be seen around the club and around the League of Ireland. And I think we're doing that very well. We're representing this football club the way it should be in a magnificent 70th year, where we want people, you know, to understand where we come from and the journeys we make and the sacrifices we make to be at Finn Harps and play in the League of Ireland. And you know, Tony does all that really well, and he's a real good ear for me, you know, to bounce things off. And it's nice that I have people like him and Cawley and Baba and Turish where I can speak to. Some head coaches are uncomfortable in that. I'm certainly not. I enjoy the conversations with them because I know I'll get the type of answers that I want to get, and that's important for me. And it's important that they show the right attitude and the right things about this club. You know, it was great for us to have the two legends back here this evening, Jim and Jerry. So, you know, and I sort of said to the players in there, the book that Bartley and Joe have wrote, I brought the book in, and I set the book down and I said, you know, this is 70 years and every player, every manager is in this book, whether you've played one game or you've played 500. But how many players there's in this book, I don't know off the top of my head, but if there's 600 plus or whatever there is, there's only maybe 50 of them that have wrote real history. You know, the team that won the First Division, the team that won the FAI Cup, that's what you talk about, real history. But you should be proud that you're representing a really good football club, but why don't you go and write your own wee bit of history? So when the next time the book is being written again by maybe Bartley and Joe at 75 years or 100 years, you know, you might be that really select few that have done something really special at this football club. And I think they buy into that now. You know them every bit as well as I do, Nigel. You know, this weekend Steve McNutt done a football inclusive thing along with Donegal Horizons at Letterkenny Community Centre. We had 6 players there and myself. So we're out and around everything. We want to be part of the community. We want the community to be part of us, and I want the players to be part of the community, and I want them to feel that, and I think they are, and I think that helps in the pitch, and I think that's helping build a bond between the supporters and the players and the whole community in Donegal, and long may that continue.